Hey, Heart Seekers, welcome to the Heart's Hello Show, a space where truth meets tenderness and your journey back to yourself begins. I am your host, Kiana Talena, and around here, we don't do surface. We get real, we go deep, and we speak to the parts of you that you thought no one saw. Whether you're in a season of rediscovery, rebuilding, or just trying to breathe again, you're safe here. Let's unpack, unlearn, and unlock who you were always meant to be.
Okay, so this one is going to kind of touch your heartstrings a little bit because this wasn't planned, but it pressed on my heart, so I pressed record. You ever hear a story that's so simple, but it unlocks something so big? Okay, so backstory, I was talking to my cousin yesterday. She met this new person. Seems like a good one. They got a chance to hang out. And then somewhere in the conversation, he just kind of casually mentions that he hadn't had a red velvet cake in a really long time. Now, I'm not the one to brag, but the Williams girls know how to bake some cakes. You hear me? So my cousin makes a mean, you hear me? A mean red velvet cake. So what does she do? She goes home, pulls out the ingredients, and makes him one. Just like that. Not because he asked, not because she was trying to impress him, not because she was trying to be wifey material, but because he said something that he missed. And Joy said, I got you. Like, I know how to do this. I can make this. And so that sat with me because it made me ask, why do we do that? And I even said to her, girl, be careful because you know how we do. And we do. We go all in, not because we are looking for anything in return, so to say, right? We do and give so freely because it brings not just the person that we are providing the service to, but because it brings us joy. I know for her, just being able to go home and whip up that recipe and put it in the oven was nothing for her because she has already memorized this recipe and can do it probably in her sleep. But it was just the point that I'm listening to you, I hear you, and this is something that will bring you joy. And it's something that I can do so easily. But have you ever noticed how when we like someone, or not even if we like someone, but it could just be someone that may have crossed our path. It's just we care about them in the simplest ways. And they may mention something that they haven't had or something that they missed, and we move into motion. Why? Because when you're a joyful person, joy doesn't stay inside, it moves. It finds a way out, and often that way out looks like baking, giving, showing up, remembering, or even just offering. And we don't always give because we're trying to be chosen. We give because giving is our default posture. Because somebody shared a gap and we had the power to fill it. Like, and I don't know, it's almost like when you carry love on the inside, filling a gap isn't a burden. It's a gift for you and for them. So that cake was more than a cake. It was, I heard you. It was, you don't have to miss this anymore. It was, here, let joy find you through me. And to be honest, when I sat with that, because I have been thinking about it since our conversation, and I got up this morning and I'm like, why do we do that? What is it about us that we jump into action? Why do we feel the need? And then it was just so simple because here I am, I'm asking God, why is it those with the biggest hearts? Sometimes and now I'm getting emotional. Sometimes we provide and do even when we are looking for that in return from other people. And so oftentimes you'll hear people say, I pour, I pour, I pour, I pour. But we don't oftentimes get that same pour in return. But yet it never hardens our heart. We always get to a place where it's like, okay, I did what I was supposed to do. Now let me kind of just move on with it. But I ask God, I'm like, okay, so if others are being poured into with this joy, where is it that we are getting this extension from that we can continue to pour when it's not like we're being poured back into in that way? And it was so simple. God is just an amazing God. And his response back to me was, because I fill you back up. Who? I feel that need that you are looking for. I give you what I may not be able to give to others because I know that you will steward it well. I know that when the person comes to you in need, that regardless of if you may have it or not, you will figure out a way to provide that person with what they need. And I am the one that's filling you back up. I am the one that is pouring back into your cup. I am the one that when you have tears streaming down your face, that I wipe those tears and give you a hug and tell you that it's going to be okay. But not everyone is given this gift. Not everyone can be a good steward. Not everyone can pour and do it so freely, not expecting anything in return. So for me, and I'm sure with my cousin, because I'm going to send this to her, we do because it brings us joy. And some of us, we're just natural givers. We give because God just put that in us. We give because joy lives in our bones. We give because it feels right. But if we're honest, we don't always get it back the way that we hope. And I know it can sting. But here's what I had to remember, and maybe this is for you as well. God created us this way. And while it's beautiful to be poured into by people, there is nothing like the feeling that comes from Him. The kind of joy He pours back into us. The kind of peace He gives when nobody else sees us. The way He honors our heart when others don't. It's different. It's divine. It's full. So if you've been giving and not receiving, I need you to hear me and hear me clearly. Don't shut down your softness. Don't build walls around your kindness. Don't curse the very gift that makes you you. Because even if people don't give it back in the way you expect, God never misses. You'll be filled again. And when you are, you'll keep giving. But this time, from a well that can't run dry. So I'm hoping that you all heard my heart, because we're joyful people. We love well. We give from the heart. And when we show up with intention, that love becomes legacy. So let's keep giving joy, but not from emptiness, from overflow. And if this resonated with you, share it with someone who's a giver too. Let them know it's okay to receive. Let them know you see them. And if no one has told you today, thank you for being a light. I'll see you on the next episode, but until then, keep choosing joy, even if you have to bake it yourself.
If this episode spoke to your heart, I hope you'll sit with it, share it, and let it shift something in you. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to be willing to be real. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep saying hello to your heart. And until next time, I'm Kiana Talena, and this is the Heart's Hello Show, where growth sounds like grace and healing feels like home.